I am going to teach you the invoice. Okay? Now we already agree invoice is one of our class. So let's do the invoice right here. So first, study this printed invoice again. So once you study this invoice, it will help you, okay, to do this. All right, here. All right, so let me see here. First, on the invoice here, this is your invoice. Don't you need to get the address? Is that right? This invoice, you need to get the address, right? Then once you get your address, don't you need to get each line? Every single line is called what? Toaster 329.95 total. What's this is called? What this class is called? What this class is called? One more time. This is our invoice right now. The invoice, the first one, you can take care of this by what class? Wake up. The invoice. The first, this one, you can create by which class? Let me ask you guys so you don't watch TV all the time. Adam, are you okay? Adam, take a look at this invoice. Alright, I did not tell you anything. It's like rocket science, okay? Alright, so take a look at this invoice. What's the first thing you spotted? Adam, what's the first thing you see? Good job. Address. The address will be done by which class? Address class. Alright, so let's take a look here. Toaster 329.95.89. What's this called? What's this called? Who can remember the class we just created? What that class name called? Line item. Inside the line item, the first part of the line item is another class. What's that class called? Product. Okay? So, now beside this invoice, need to get the line item. So let me ask you, how many line items I have from this invoice, printed invoice? How many line items I have from this printed invoice? How many line items I have right now? 3. Maybe I have 5, maybe I have only 1, maybe I have 10. That's a variable. Do you understand? So in Java, which kind of data structure allows you to be flexible? So I have 5 items, it grows to 5 spots. I have only 1, it shrinks to 1. All right. So in Java, can you please think in Java which kind of structure we learned it already, okay, in chapter 8, okay, or chapter 7, okay. So think about it in Java. Which kind of structure is a flexible array list? Who told me that? Brian. Good. Array list. So if the customer this time purchased 3, my array list is 3 items. If you purchase 2, my array list has 2 items. If you purchase 7, my array list is 7. It is appropriate to use array list. You don't want to use array because array has a fixed size, say 10. But what happens if I only buy 1? You waste a 9 spot. What happens if I buy 12? I don't have enough space. So it is not wise. To do this. Is that right? So one more time. Let's take a look here right now. For invoice, number 1 you saw is an address. Number 2, you saw a bunch of array lists. But this a bunch of array lists, there are 3 right now. But as a programmer, you realize it may be 3, it may be 5, it may be 10. So I get address easily. I get these. I need to have use array list. All right, and every item is a line item. All right, so let me ask you this. If I create array list right now, every single item is what kind of class right now? This toaster, and this hair dryer, this car vacuum, each one is a class. What class is we call? What class we just finished? Every single line item is a class called Luis. Every single here line item is in a class called what class? Line item. Yes, line item. But this line item, I don't want to put in array because it may be 3, it may be 5, it may be 10. I want to put in array list like Brian suggested. Let's do it right now. All right, so I am coming here right now. Let me go back to my here. This one, which one I'm doing right now. Hold on. All right. So I am going to do this one right now. Okay. So I'm going to do this one. Is called invoice. Is that right? So right click it, new, a class. Okay. And let's type invoice. All right, so invoice, you already see the picture I show you here in the invoice. What's the first thing you see from the invoice? What's the first thing you saw from the invoice? Can anyone tell me? What's the first thing you saw on the invoice? Address. Good. So you type that. That's the first thing you see. In your address has invoice. You type private and address. All right. And we call it billing address. Okay. The second one we saw is a bunch of array line item. We put in array list. So private all right, very important. Do you understand this one? And I have to insert my library, okay? All right, so very important. I saw 2 things. I saw the address. So obviously that's the address, right? I saw a bunch of array lists. I know I have to save more than one. So I cannot just use one variable. There's more than one. So then I decided I need to have a fixed storage place or fixed storage data structure or a flexible. I decided I need to have a flexible because it will be shrink when I don't need it. It will be grow when I need it. Okay. So now I have to do my constructor right now. My constructor name first is public and it's called invoice. Okay. Then we are going to do this right now. So address, okay, and address. All right, so I first got the address here right now, and I am going to do this. Okay, so that's easy. My billing address come from an address. All right, we got that part right now. So now, because we are going to do the array, so array, we're going to initialize array, not in this argument list, has to write like this. Say items, my array list equal to new array list, and it's line item. Okay, then, okay, so how I initialize right now. So I have a blank array list, but when I'm ready to store anything inside my array list, it has to be data structure has to be line item. All right. So that's coming back right here, right now. Coming back right here. So let's take a look here right now. So this is my invoice, right? So I study one more time right now. So I decide I have an array list right now. So we decide to use array list store the line item because line item is not a fixed number. It is appropriate to use a flexible storage method, storage data structure, data type. So you use array list. Now, that's how we create it. So now you take a look your invoice. You're going to add this line item one by one. That's your job. You're going to add them one by one. So in order to add them one by one, you add what? You add a product. Okay? You add a product, you add a quantity, because every time we say, oh, what you going to buy? Scanner, toaster. All right, that's a product, right? How many? 3. And you don't need to do the unit price because the when you scan the toaster already come out with a unit price. So whenever you do line item, you only need to know what you want to buy, how many. You understand? What you need to buy, how many. Then you add into your line your array list. Understand this right now? Okay. So let's see here right now. So you say public void and you want to add a product, okay, and a product. You also need to tell them how many you want to buy. Understand? All right. So I am going to do this. So I'm going to create every time I want to buy. So now you want to buy something, you have to create your line item object. Okay. So your line item, okay, and item equal to new, okay, line item. Whenever your line item starting from a product, okay, so a product, okay. So now toaster, this and that, toilet paper and quantity. All right, 1,000 toilet paper, something like that. That's why we don't have toilet paper. All right, so once you complete this line item, then you add into your storage structure. Data structure is array list and it's called items. All right, and that add, you add your what n item. It's called right here. Okay, let me copy this. All right, so now you have to add one by one. Understand? You buy one thing and you buy add is right now we wrote it, but in actually when in the real store and you just scan it, different scanning. Okay, so far okay. Now let's continue right now. Okay, let's continue. All right, so we're going to format it right now. We're going to format. So take a look this right now. Take a look this right now. First, we need to write invoice out. Is that right? Write invoice out. When I write invoice out, I'm going to write the address. Do I need to format address anymore? No. Isn't address class already take care? We already study all, okay, the name and backslash and street and this and that and city. We did that over there already. Alright, so for this big thing, your job is print a big invoice. Okay? Once you print a big invoice, then the address is done by address class. The print format already done by that. And let's take a look. Isn't this already done by what? By your what? Line item? Is that right? It's already told you. From here to here is 30 space. That's A. And this and that. Already told you that. Is that right? So since that already told you that, then we are going to do this right now. Okay? So gentlemen, ladies, we are going to format all the things. So right here. So public, okay, string, and format. Alright, so I'm going to do this thing right here. Say string. Okay, R equal. I'm going to put, I don't remember how many, but I think I remember is 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Alright, if wrong, try an error, okay? And type invoice, okay? So I space, N space, V space, O space, I space, C space, E space, E space, E space. Alright, then backslash N, there are two spaces. Okay, got it right now? So I printed that thing. Okay, now I am going to get my billing address, okay, to format it by my address. Okay, so I'm not going to do myself. I'm just going to plus and billing ing address the format. Okay, I'm going to format from there. So address format that for me. Let me go word wrap. Okay, so address will format the address for me. Is that okay? Then we are going to do this right now. Okay. Okay, we have to format the total too. So these are a little bit more. Okay. So right now we're going to plus. Okay. String format. We're going to format. Okay. All right. So format these. We have. Let me see how many things. 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice we format a little bit different right now. We do the price and quantity and total. Okay. And backslash n. Okay, so follow me right now. Quotation. Okay, so all right. So percentage first one. Okay, back and still left a line. All right, and still the name like a toaster or something. And the second one, still percentage and still A spa and A spa. Oh, okay, sorry. A okay. The second one is second one I need to write price. Okay, so I need to write price. Okay, so I still have a S. Okay, so this time is gentlemen, ladies, I need to write this line. I need to write this line. Item, the price, something like that. Okay, I need to write that line right now. Okay, so continue right here. Price, then backslash n. Okay, then hold on. Oh, I know I haven't finished yet. I have right like that. Then I need to third one is percentage by, and this bunch of string, okay, then percentage A and S, all right, and backslash N and quotation. All right, so what I'm going to write is I'm going to write description, okay, and next description, okay, so fine. All right, so I am going to write price. Next thing is quantity, QTY. Next thing I need to write is a what? Total. All right, so I finished that. So the invoice is doing the thing for the title. Okay, so right here, let me double check here. I need to write description. All right, right here. Then where's that go? Like this. Okay, sorry. Description, price, quantity, and total. Description, price, quantities, and total. So that's why here is about. So I write description. I wrote what? Description, quantity, and description, quantity, price, quantity, and total. So that's why I write it down. Okay, so I have that right now. Now I have to write every single item. Every single item is in my line list. So I say for my line item, okay, from every item right here inside my this is my array list. Inside my array list, all right, then I am going to do, so first I have this right now, so this is done. That thing is called R, okay, so R equal R plus continue, and item dot format. So every item is going to format it by line item. I'm not going to format that already. It's done. Then and you are going to plus and quotation backslash N. All right. So now you are going to create the last. You still have amount due. Look at this here. The thing, your job is not finished. You write down that you still need to write amount, this, and due. That still need to write. Okay, that's still your job. So, and once you finish that, and you do this, and you do R equal R plus string dot format and backslash N. And I think amount due is all uppercase. Quotation. And then we need to give the format. First we need to give dollar sign, and percentage, and A, then 0.2, that means 1-2 decimal places after decimal point, and F. All right, so I need that. Then in this I need to this is get amount due. Okay, then we need to write it. We haven't write it yet. Okay, let me write here. I will have mistake right here because I haven't write it yet. Okay, amount due. All right, then finish and semicolon. Then when I finish here or everything, I return my R. Sorry, my mistake. I need to write my amount due first. Okay, so I am going to do my amount due right now. Okay, I should do my get amount due first, sorry. All right, so when I want to do my amount due right here, I do private, okay, double, then copy exact same name so I don't make the same mistake. So see. All right, so I want to get my amount due right now. And amount due is easy. Remember, you just add every total from every single line right here. Is that right? So we say double amount due equals 0. Okay. And once we do that, every single line item has a total right here. So for and line item, okay, item, every item inside my inside array list, all right, inside that, and I am going to first amount due, and sorry, type due, and equal amount due and plus, okay, every single item has a get total price, right here. All right, so I got my total price here, then I need to return. So when I finish this, and then I'm going to return. Okay, so I type wrong again here, amount due, Control C. Yeah, too many typo, huh? Control V. All right, then I'm going to say return amount due. Okay, all right. So and then I finish this invoice. So one more time, let me review everything for you. Okay, so just a minute. Take a look. This is your job right here. Take a look the last one, the invoice. The invoice need to print this invoice. Then you need to print this address. Then you don't want to print yourself. You make this address to be printed by you print this big invoice, right? Then the address is printed by here, right here, sorry. So billing print this big thing, then address print this address. All right, so after that I need to print like description, and price, quantity, and total. Okay, so I print that. Then every single line I print one by one right there, one by one, toaster and blah blah blah, and then also figure out the total. Then now after I finish this, I need to get amount from here, from the total here. I have a total right here. Those are subtotal. I add together is my amount due. Okay, so that will finish my invoice class. Then. Okay, now